Hello, and welcome to Monster Hunter Wilds. Right, we're going to jump in. This is the open beta, and is available over the weekend currently. It'll probably be over by the time you're watching this video. We'll be joining the lobby, and as you can see, I've already got my character created. I've done the tutorial, and we're just going to be looking at, basically having an early look at the game. And I'm probably going to do a couple episodes on this, and we'll probably do one fighting each of the monsters available for the open beta. And I think that's the format that's probably going to best suit this, so we'll be heading out in a second, see if we can find some monsters to hunt, but we'll probably just join someone's lobby. Looks like there's a lightning storm out. So, we have, on Monster Hunter, if you've not played it before, I mean, it's a hell of a complicated thing to go through, so I'll give you a bit of a quick run through, and then I'll quickly tell you the differences between this and the last one, and then we'll get straight on the hunt. So, essentially, the game is sort of like a medieval fantasy type thing. Well, maybe not medieval, it's kind of like early Age of Sail sort of thing, and we've got some powder weapons and that. But you're going out and you have to fight these monsters that are endangering the local ecosystem and kind of messing with the local wildlife. Basically, each game centres around something is wrong with the local ecosystem. You know, uh-oh, it's caused by some kind of monster behaving erratically. Let's go and sort that out. You sort it out, and then you find out that there was some other monster that caused that to happen, and so on until you get to the biggest monster around. You kill that, and then once you've made them all extinct, you win the game. And while you're doing all that, you carve them up, and you either eat them or wear them. And that's basically the general gist. It's essentially a big boss rush game. And when I say it's a boss rush, I mean it's like the biggest of boss rushes. Previous titles have had dozens and dozens of monsters. You will, by the time you've fought every monster once, you will have probably, I mean, you'll have been playing it for like 70, 80 hours or something stupid, because there's just so many of them. And the big change in this one, you might have noticed, the home base is very active. And I'll just kind of show this off, because I think, essentially, the game might just count straight up as an MMO now. Let's have a look. Playlist. I have anonymised names for while we're on here. But, as you can see, you can have up to 100 players in a single lobby now. So when I say I think this counts basically as an MMO now, previous titles, the most you could have was up to, I think it was 12? I mean, if there's a raid boss or something you can do, basically it's an MMO now. Another thing is that the full map is just seamless open world. Granted, you can only see this area in the beta test. It is absolutely huge. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere around 50% larger than the previous maps in Worlds, but I'm only kind of eyeballing that, don't hold me to it. But supposedly when they add additional areas, they'll all just seamlessly link to each other, so there'll be like exits up here and here or something, and they'll kind of link to the other biomes. The biome that's in the beta is basically the desert biome, and its special weather condition, as you can see, is electrical storms, during which a special monster shows up, which is the biggest, nastiest monster of the beta, which is the radar. And we might actually have to go and try fighting that, given that we just happen to have the most optimal weather that's just appeared. We'll go and create a quest, and we can quick start it. So you can literally start quests from the map now. You just select the monster you want, because the base is now attached to the actual open world.
Those supplies will help with this quest. Let's be sure to use them.
I can call my mount. You have a mount now. I believe this was added in Rise. I think they did eventually add mounts in Monster Hunter World, but not in a massive way. Like there was sort of, it would more just take you to the monster, and that was it. But now you've got much more control over it. You can put it on an autopilot to take you there if you just want to do that. As I've done here, so we've got autopilot on. Looks like the monster's moved, so it's decided to take us in a different direction. Ooh. There are lightning rods, these like massive, as you can see there, some stone pillars in the desert. Like these ancient ruins from some long lost civilization. We want to avoid the other monsters. There's the one we're hunting. Right. We're going to fire off the SOS flare. Your quest counter person as well follows you into the field now. You know, it feels almost like your little adventuring party going in. Right. If you're unfamiliar, the game features, God, I think it's like 16 weapon types or something now. Right. Let's charge him. Reload. If you're wondering the weapon type that I'm using in particular, I'm using a gun lance. Basically a massive bayoneted rifle that you can shoot the monster with.
Easy now.
We need to find a moment when it's appropriate to get a heal in. And it looks like our cat has used some equipment on us, so... Ooh, that said... We'll back up for a sec. We'll get some heal in. Let's block, looks like it's doing something. If the game can't find anyone to... If it can't find anyone to join you on a quest, what it will actually do is it will spawn in some AI hunters in the meantime. It's trying to shake us off. Right, we've managed to get down here. We've survived all that. We'll block up. It's now got a wound on its head. A new feature of the game.
Don't get hit now.
Oh! Yeah, hit me with a big attack there. I think it literally summoned lightning that killed me. I think we can faint up to twice without losing all the rewards on a given quest, so we should be fine for a while. It looks like there was a camp nearby. I think that's something as well. We should quickly grill something and get a meal in. We'll just have recommended meal. The cool cutscenes for doing your food are back in, of course. It is a Japanese game after all. Can't not have a delicious food cooking cutscene. Now let's skip to the end of it. Get back out there. That should give us some bonus health and some bonus stamina going into this. That looks ominous. For now, we'll keep our distance when it's loaded my mountain. See, this is why it's a beta. Looks like the monster's model is missing as well. Let's spin around and see if we can... Uh-oh. Let's try going back in the tent and coming out again. Because, oh god, yeah, something has glitched out here. We fixed it. Hey. Right. Let's see what we've got. I've got my gun out. We're going to try staying at range this time. Okay, mode switch. We can put this special thing on our gun. Okay, so we've got a shotgun mode. I've not used the heavy bowlines much. There we go. And then we can go into machine gun mode. Then we'll run away. We'll call our mount over. Swap our gun for our mount. Oh, we're going to have to block this. Going for an electrical attack. Yep. What? Ooh. We're still looking good. Right. We'll give chase. So just like in the previous game, you'll fight it for a while in an area, then it'll try to make its escape to another locale. Looks like we can make a camp there if we want at some point. Not quite sure how to do that just yet, but for now though we can just go off on our mount. But yeah, I think definitely one of the better additions is that, oh, it looks like it's going to its home base. That might be a sign that it's ready to, it's getting ready to give in. do our big attack when it lets me. There we go. Just managed to sneak it in there. Get a reload in. So yeah, the way the gun lance works, it's the weapon that I used in the previous game. It really is basically like a big revolver with a bayonet on the end. Like a comically large barreled revolver that fires like little 40mm shells at the enemy, basically. The advantage that you have... Oh, and I might need to do a quick heal. Nice. Oh, it's doing something. Let's get a quick heal in. Just a little health potion needed. One thing I do like is there's an action now on the menu, but there's three bounds here on the radial menu there. Is to use the most optimal health potion. So you don't have to have loads of different items, like different potions bound to different things. You can just have all your health potions stacked in your inventory and not really need to worry too much about using the right ones anymore. It will use it for you. So you don't have to have like 3 different health potions at the side on your menu while you're in the middle of a fight. I think we can go for a big attack here since we've stopped. No, it interrupted us. There we go. One thing you might notice as well is there's these wounds. When I go into focus mode like this, you can see like red glints. Like there's got one on his leg. If I press down the focus button. Now it's not it's not that useful for gun lance. Because a lot of these can be in areas that I might not be able to reach because I'm not using range. But for ranged weapons, this is a huge deal. But destroying those will deal bonus damage. It will also knock off parts like scales and things. And do a really good job at just generally roofing the monster down. And that's an entirely new system, that. So I've really tried to make combat a bit better. Most weapons also have an additional attack or 2 in there. Oh, someone's made it go to sleep. Have we got any barrel bombs? No. Or at least they're not here. There's like an option for me to use. Oh well. Next best thing. Oh, I haven't got... It's not ready. Go for it? Oh! They've used one. In that case... There we go. Good, the AI knows how to use them. Right. We did launch a barrel bomb on it, so there we go. Yeah, most of the weapons do have at least one new move. I'll see if I can show you the gun lance one. It's like it's a combo finisher that they've added to the gun lance. At least that's what I've noticed. But yeah, between that and the focus mode where you can destroy wounds and things, it's definitely they've added to the combat. They've not just like one of the core elements of Monster Hunter that make it really good. Aside from the monster design itself, it's the combat. It is absolutely sublime. Take health potion, and just things like making the health potion system better and adding more combat moves and focus mode has just kept the systems that they've already got. There's the new move. Kind of blocked by its wing.
You must hold on strong. Incoming shot.
You will notice as well though that even though I'm blocking a lot of this damage, like even though I'm blocking this, and we have got another big shot there. It shan't be long. Okay, doing alright. It looks like we'll probably have this done soon. Oh, block.
We must fall back.
But yeah, even when we're blocking, we are still taking damage now. So we're not completely immune from the damage. But we're reducing it extraordinarily. One thing that I like as well is when you do the reload, you'll notice that my shield glimmers white. If you time that right, that glimmer there counts as a perfect block. So if it hits during that, not only will it block it before you reload it, which it will count as a perfect block and allow you to, and I didn't quite get the timing right there, but allow you to do like a follow-up attack to it. Looks like we're electrically charged and you don't want to be taking any more damage unnecessarily here. There we go, good hit. Oh, our that's going for a big hit then, but go. It's probably not got long for this world left now. It's looking a bit winded to me. Yeah, you can see scarring on the wings. If you've not used the gunlance before as well, I mean, that's the main reason why you want to use one there. Oh, big attack, I don't care. But you'll notice, a lot of my attacks, when you hit a part, the damage numbers will come up in either white or yellow. I think red as well now. I think white is you're hitting an armoured part of the monster that's resilient, and so you're dealing reduced damage. If it's yellow, you're hitting a squishy part of the monster, so you're dealing full damage. But if you are hitting a wounded part, I think it goes more orangey red colour to show that you're doing extra bonus damage for hitting hitting a wound, and you need to be in your focus mode for that. Again, since I'm not particularly mobile with this, I'm very much a frontliner build here. Didn't notice there were a barrel. I was just charging toward it, and there's a bloody barrel there. That's the one that were there earlier from last time. Oh my god. Reload. Missed the burst there. I thought we might snag the tail. Looks like doing something. Oh, it's not doing something. Oh, it's one of its horns broke as well. Ooh. But yeah, you'll notice, like, for example, let's say we go and, if I can, because it's moving around a bit suddenly. But yeah, if you're wondering if the gun lancer's for you, the big advantage of it is, like, look here, I'm doing white damage, but then I do yellow, as if I were hitting a squishy part of the monster. The actual gunshots of the weapon always count as if they were hitting a weak spot on the monster. No amount of resiliency that it has will prevent the gunshots from doing damage. They will always deal the same amount. It's very good if you need to, like, wear down and break hardened parts of monsters, because you want them to get, like, certain drops for breaking parts. Horns in particular are good for them. At least that's what I've found in my practice. Wings too.
Does this look bad to you? Hang in there.
It's definitely after me. It's definitely after me. Yeah, you can see there's like a red line coming from it going to me. We need to find a moment to heal. There we go. So we've probably got its aggro by dealing a lot of damage to it. It's gone. There we go. So that's the raid down. New thing as well, you can climb on the carcass. It doesn't fully work. You sometimes end up just falling through it, but
This is a rare research opportunity.
you can kind of climb on it, sort of, and then do your you can do your carving then, and get some rare parts. Yeah, there you go. Until I fell off. Then we can go ahead and end the quest. There go the AI.
Me too.
There is the option as well, if you don't want the cats to talk in, like, English or whatever. If you want them to still just meow at you, you can toggle that on in the options. But yeah, and it's just like that, that's it. Quest complete, and it's open world, so we've not finished, we're just back in the open world. We never left. And we can go over and do whatever else we want. There's also fast travelling now between areas. I mean, there was fast travel between camps before, but now literally, instead of like a bunch of loading screens to go back to the base camp, we're bam. And wait for it. We're back. It'll take a moment for the players to load in again, but But there we go. While we're waiting as well, I'll just show off a few things as well. So as with before, you've got, by the way, for the beta, there's just everything you could possibly need in the inventory as well. I've already got a few random Wyvern gems and plates. I think we've got 6 of those radar bolt gems. I don't know if I start with some of those. I don't think you can craft equipment or anything though in the beta. But we're just going to restock on things, since it gives us so much. You get a choice of equipment to start you off with. You've got basically the A and B variants of the Hope set, the Doshigama set, Balahara set, and the Chatakabra set. There's also now set bonuses in the game, so you can see here there's a set bonus on the right for Doshigama's Might. So if I bring my skills and I go to all the ones that I've got equipped, you can see I've got 4 of 4 for that set bonus. So I'll be getting Powerhouse level 2 for that, which gives me 25% attack after a successful power clash. We might see a power clash, we might not. That's when the monster can gets you in a grapple and you have to mash a button to fend them off. If you win that, what that set will do is it will give you a temporary a temporary massive attack boost. And I'll apologise as well if my voice goes a bit today. I'm recovering from a cold. I mean, I say recovering, I'm in the middle of having one, I should say. Another thing that I'll just throw out there as well, the appearance thing, and we'll show, where are we? Can we get it to just show armour? Whatever, I guess we're going to be playing that, but it's actually got an apologies. Just muted it while I coughed my guts up then. Right. It's got a surprisingly robust, creation system. I'll not go too much into it, but the character creation is great. You can kind of look at all the different things we've got here. One of the features I really like is if we can go to, let's just say, actually, I don't think you can quite change as much from here as you could when you're creating a character. I must have spent like a good 45 minutes or so in the character creator. I don't think you can, change like the actual face structure anymore once you've created your character. But you can go into like individual eye colours. You get 3 choices of like tattoos and face markings and scars and stuff. So I've gone with like a little bit of blush around the sides and middle of the face to just give my character a bit more colour to them. I've gone with some slight freckles and that scar. You can change the eye colour individually. You can also put multiple colours on the hair and create like a gradient and stuff. So I've done the tips differently from the roots, and then like tweaked the gradient so you see it sort of like slowly go from red to almost blonde with like orange in between. And you can change the voice and the pitch. So I've changed mine to a slightly different voice, one that sounds a bit more, rough and ready, and lowered it a little bit. Result is wait, they actually say some lines eventually.
Impressive. Thanks. This is serious.
So we've got that. You can do all the same stuff for your Palico, even changing like long hair on or off if you want them to be extra fluffy. And yeah, again, you can put feline language, so they can just talk in meows, which is interesting. just get rid of any changes, keep them as they were. I can't really, as I say, I can't really show it off fully. I would recommend you looking at the full character customization videos they've got up. I believe it's on the, I think Monster Hunter have literally put one up on their YouTube channel. But it is pretty in-depth. The only thing I'm a bit disappointed with is you can't change the body very much. So you can't like change the body shape too much. It's just a slider for like muscle mass and another one for muscle tone. And that's all you get. I'm gonna guess it's to do with like them not wanting to create like loads of different like body morphs for all the different armor sets and things. I'm gonna guess it's like a technical reason why, but still it would have been nice to have had. So that's my only real complaint over that. Otherwise it would have been practically perfect. And that's another thing, the main character this time is fully voiced. So you've got a fully voiced character, and I think the story is going to be much more cinematic and a lot better, with a lot better presentation this time. I do like as well, while you're at the base, all the palicos, if people are idle, they just start wandering about. Yeah, all the cats, they just start wandering about and interacting with things. Again, I've anonymised all the names for the filming of this, but yeah. And you can kind of see again just that if you've not played it before, there's a huge variety in weapons. Considering as well that there's only a few armor sets at the moment. Like, you can imagine how diverse everyone's characters are going to be when there's, you know, dozens and dozens of armor sets. Because even now, everyone looks quite different. Because you can wear different parts of the armor sets, because they give you 2 versions of each. You can mix and match. Then you've got your actual character you can edit. It's very good. I've got to say, so far I'm extremely impressed. But again, I'll just show you as well, if you've not played it before, and you're wondering, oh, well, what weapons will I use? There are loads. There are absolutely loads. I think there's, what's it? Is that 14 I'm counting? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yes, so that'll be 14 weapon types. I'd recommend just trying them out, mixing and matching, seeing what works for you. I think there are some that I've still not tried out to this day. But I really resonated with the Gunlance, me. It was... I wanted to really like the Greatsword on the previous game. I really wanted to like that. But when I tried it, it was just so much setup and getting ready for the big swing, and then the monster would just move, or it'd nudge you and knock you out of your attack. So I hated it. But the gun lance I used, and it's like, oh my god, I just don't have to worry about anything like that. I don't have to worry about where I attack it, because you just shell the thing to death. You're practically invulnerable, and it's a goddamn gun. And you've got a big button that just fires off a massive blast when it's ready, and just absolutely shatters the health. Absolutely fantastic. Great for getting parts off of them. Really works for me. But you can carry up to 2 this time, as you've seen. And, you know, you can run around on the mount. There isn't, like, proper mounted combat where I can be on the back of my mount and charging in with a gun lance and hitting them. You can only use, like, 1 or 2 actual attack moves on the back of the mount. But when it comes to the ranged weapons, it's a bit more, like, you can actually use those a bit. They're actually much more usable on the mount. So that's pretty good. And the last thing as well, while I remember, the grappling hook is back. And you can actually use it to grab things while you're on the mount. You can just sort of like look at something, circle, grab, got it. You can do the same for like bringing rocks down on enemies and setting off environmental things. And it's, yeah, just generally speaking quite good. They've definitely been working through different iterations of the grappling hook, I know that much. I think it's been in the past 2. We've been trying out different things on how to get it to work and whether it should have attacks and things that you can do. And but that's what seemed to have settled this. So it has got a grappling hook. But I think that's going to do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. We'll try getting the other monsters in the next few videos. We'll do a video on each, showing off each of the monsters in the beta, and then we'll call it there as a bit of an early look at Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm personally absolutely astounded by it, and it just looks bloody beautiful as well. But that'll be it for this episode. We'll come back with... Oh, they've just spawned in right in front of my camera there. We'll come back with another episode next time where we'll try out one of the other monsters. I'll see you then.